and welcome to the VA channel of the Philippine home-based virtual assistance community, and I am your host, Dolores. Today we're going to talk about something very important, especially for those who are trying to start a career from home as a VA or a virtual assistant or a home-based professional just like me. So this question has been asked of me many times and I would like to create a video about it. I know there's a lot of video out there, but for the sake of the members asking this question, I'm creating this video to answer your question and to make sure that you are following through on what equipment or tools that you need to have as you start your career as a VA. Maybe some of you has already been working from a company or whatever and you are now forced to work from home, then of course you already have your equipment ready with you. But for those who doesn't have any work right now, or that is not really working at all and lost their jobs because of the pandemic, and you want to start a career from home, it's very vital that you have the proper equipment, the proper tools that you're going to use whenever you're going to start a job or a position as a virtual assistant, or rather a career. That's what I want to say, a career as a virtual assistant. So as a home-based professional or a virtual assistant, it is a must that you have the following equipment so that you can properly work efficiently and productively. So you have to invest in this. That's the thing. You really have to invest in it. It's not going to it's not going to be provided to you by the company you're going to work with or the client that you might be working with. The means of this, or the importance of this, you need to know that you should be the one providing for your own and investing on your own, because it's something that you should understand also. You are not being hired as an employee, but you are being hired as an individual contractor, where you can provide the services the client or the outsourcing agency that you will be applying for as they need it. Okay, so the first one I would be introducing to you that you would really need, especially for those who will be doing some calls like a REVA or a real estate VA, and normally they do a lot of calling. So you have to have a USB type of a headset. Okay, why is it important that it is USB? For the reason that it is more secured and it's more safer to use. You wouldn't have any problem about connectivity or about being static. Okay, when you use the jack type, which is the normal two things, which I don't have right now. So if you use that, the tendency is that you will have more static. Either you will be cutting off from time to time, so that's why it's not being reliable, it's not being used, and it's not something that you can rely on. Alright, so again, it doesn't matter what kind of a brand, as long as it is USB. Well, since we have Asus PH here as our exclusive partner, you can also check on their noise cancelling tool. I'm not so sure if it is a headset, but they came out with something very new that is really for working from home or home-based professionals. Check it out. You can go to their website. But for those who are budget friendly, of course, you want to make sure that it can be you can purchase it. Okay, so just try to look for a USB type of a headset. Right? Again, it's not the type of earphones. The earphones are the ones with the two thing and the jack at the last part of their connection, but this one is a USB. Okay, so invest on this. This is kind of expensive, but you really need this. Okay, during interviews this is also being required, so at least I'm telling you right now, so before you jump on and being a home-based professional, you know exactly what you're going to need and how much budget you should be allocating for it. All right, so the next one that you must also have, you should also have, is a packet Wi-Fi or a data. So in my case, I use Smart for my data as a backup. So you also have to purchase something like that. A data is different from a LAN. A LAN is something that has connectivity, the one that has wired. So normally this is both required, one with a LAN and one as a data. Why is it so? Because we need to have something as a backup if in case that the LAN is down or whatsoever. At least you have a backup for you as an internet that you can use whenever you're working. Okay, so a backup data is very important. You have to choose the right data for you. Why? Because it also varies where you are from, what's the strength of the I don't know what it's called, but in my case, the more the one thing that we use here is smart. It's really strong in terms of the connectivity or something like that. So my preference is smart, okay? Because with Globe, I really cannot use it, and from the time I've used it, I really don't have a signal. There, that's the word, the signal. You have to find out which signal is really stronger in your place when you want to use it backup data. Okay, for me, it's smart, right? So the next thing that you also must use now, if you do not have a budget to purchase the headset such as this that I showed, you can also purchase. Let me just go off a while. This kind of a sound card. Okay, this is important because if you have a quality type of an earphone, then you can put it here or switch it here, and this one you can put it in you can switch it onto your laptop as a USB, so the sound is better. You're not coming in as on and off, so it helps in stabilizing your connectivity and your connection rather, and your sound. Okay, this is my son's, I took it off. Anyways, and the last one that I would want you to prepare for, of course, is the computer or a laptop. Sometimes if you have the desktop, that is fine, as long as it's either Core i3 or Core i5 and it's already Windows 10. The reason for that is we need a little bit of a higher type of specs, because of the fact that there are some software or tools that you will be accessing once you are working with a client, that if your computer is outdated, you will really have a hard time working in a specific number of hours. Normally when you work, it's about 4 hours or 8 hours. 4 hours is a part-time, and 8 hours of course is the full-time VA. Now if your equipment or your laptop is not really updated, you will really you might be consuming the rest of your 4 hours doing nothing because everything is buffering, so some sort of like that. So make sure you check the specs or the requirements needed for the position you're applying for before you start applying on it. Otherwise, you will get rejected because you cannot lie about it. They will be asking for the specs of your computer. They will be asking if you're using a LAN or a data. They would see that. There's a reason how they do it. I'm just letting you know so that you wouldn't do something like that, okay? Credibility is very important in this position, so be as you're doing this, make sure that you are credible enough. Sorry, my eyes is not looking into the camera, so here I am now. So make sure that you're following all of these things, and make sure that you are investing on the right tools and equipment that you would be needing when you start as a VA or a home-based professional. So I hope I have provided you with all of the necessary ideas or tips that you would be needing once you start your career. Alright, so about the skills, I would be talking that in a different video so that you can also have an idea how to prepare on this kind of a career and what you should learn in terms of upgrading or upscaling yourselves in terms of skills. And important is you have the right attitude. Okay, add into your attitude patience, because it will also take a while before you get the right client for you, or things will really everything has time. Everything has a timetable, so you cannot make everything in a fast-paced mode, because as you prepare as a VA or as a home-based professional, definitely it will take time for you to invest on things. Definitely would take time for you to understand what are the skills you need to have. And during the application process, of course, it would also take time because you have to wait for a feedback. And I also did a video about that. What if there's no feedback when you apply for a job? So please watch that. I will be sharing the link under this video so that you can also prepare for it. And I will also be preparing something very important and interesting for most of us who are being rejected when we apply for a job or whatever position it is. Alright, so thank you so much. I hope this video has helped you in terms of preparing for what kind of equipment VA should be having before they start their career from home. So thank you so much. Please do not forget to subscribe to our channel. and hit the bell below so that you will always get a notification every time we upload something new here in our channel. And please feel free to share it. The information we provide here is something that is going to help a lot of aspiring VAs and even professional VAs. So thank you, stay safe, stay nice. Voila, bye!